Haven't done any videos in a while. I've had a lot on my mind, a lot of video topics on my mind, for that matter, and I'm not quite sure where to start. I know I'm overdue for a video, but I want to do something different this time and ask you guys what you want to hear about. I'll offer you several topics, and feel free to comment in the comment section and let me know which one you would rather hear me speak about. So there's several. Again, if there's a topic that you're interested in hearing about and it's not one of the ones that I'm going to list now, feel free to suggest that as well. So several things that I've been thinking about, and I sort of have an idea for a video on each one of these, would include something like this. First of all, firearms. When I think about firearms, there's sort of two things that I could speak to. One is the so-called gun rights and what I think about that. Now, I'm not going to say anything new, and I'm not going to say anything radically deep or profound. There's a number of people, including some of my subscribers and people that I subscribe to, that have done tremendous work in the area of gun rights, and all I can do is just share my perspective, and it's going to be short and sweet, hopefully. But I do want to do one on that topic. And the other is my personal experience with firearms. They can be done as one video, they can be done separately. Let me know if you're interested in hearing about either. Another one is based on a book that I read last summer, and I need to reread again. I feel that I could benefit from rereading it now. It's called The Economic Laws of Scientific Research by an author named Keeley, who's a British scientist, and it's a book that changed my perspective, or rather gave me a perspective, because to be honest, I didn't have much of a perspective on science and the role of the state and the actual history of science and the inner logic of scientific research and scientific progress. It's a tremendously interesting book. I'll tell you more about it when I get to the video, so let me know if you would like to hear me speak to that. Another idea for a video that I had is based on a series of lectures that I have listened to. You can get them on iTunes U. I think it's published by the Mises. I'm pretty sure it's published by the Mises University, or Mises Institute rather. And it's called, the series of lectures is called Commerce and Culture, or Culture and Commerce. And it's a 10 lecture series, and it's 10 1.5-hour lectures by Paul Cantor, who is a professor of, I think he's a professor of English literature, and he's actually been teaching art and culture and literature in particular for decades. And he happens to be an Austrian economist. I think he actually studied under Mises for at least one seminar. He received one seminar under Mises. And I heard him speak one time, not live, but I heard a presentation by him where he said that to this day he regrets a little bit not having gone into economics, but having gone into art and literature instead. But the lecture series is tremendous. I got a lot out of it, and it's as the title suggests, it's about the history. It's about rather the interplay between commerce and culture, and the role that the market processes play in the formation and the flourishing of culture. So yeah, that's just a handful of topics that immediately come to mind that sort of have been percolating in my head for a while. Let me know if any of these interest you, and based on the comments, I'm going to pick. And another one is sort of non-political, non-philosophical, non-economical, non-economics related. Is, again, for those of you who are interested, I can share my perspective again, because I've shared it before, my perspective and my personal experience with weight loss and fitness. In 2012, and I know it's been 2013 for 3 months now. We're almost in April now, but in my mind, it's sort of still, it's still sort of 2012. Anyway, for the entire year of 2012, I was working very hard on getting in shape, and I've done fairly well. And again, when I get to that video, I can share more about it. I've done a video on, I think it's called like how to lose 52 pounds or something like that. I can give you more details on my personal journey and the things that have worked for me and the things that have worked spectacularly well, contrary even to my expectations. Things like dieting and exercise, they're very, very individual, or very specific to the individual person. But the least that I can do is share what has worked for me. So again, health, fitness, and weight loss for males, probably, because not everything that I've done is fully applicable to females. But anyway, if you're interested in hearing about that, let me know. So here we have it: firearms, sort of philosophical outlook on gun rights, and also my personal experience with firearms. And it's mostly been, not mostly, but almost entirely been handguns. I can speak to handguns, handgun selection, handgun shooting, marksmanship, education, reloading, reloading the ammunition, and so forth. So that's 1 and 2. 3 would be culture and commerce, and the role of market in the development and flourishing of culture, and the role of the state in the same. 4 would be economic laws of scientific research, based on the book of the same title by Keeley. I forget his first name. And weight loss and fitness for men. Let me know.